Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so those of you who have been paying attention to my little storylines and things I've been putting together, this is the Witches of Minxwood. The Witches of Minxwood. We have a crazy storyline that I randomly came up with. And, it just because, when you buy new packs, you want to use all the packs. So I'm using the packs. Okay, so we have this cute couple here. This would be Zara and Rune. And basically, Zara and Rune are one of those country couples, the ones that grew up together, the ones that the parents ship. And it just, didn't happen this time around. Let's get into it, shall we? So we have Rune. He's a cowboy. Definitely a mama's boy. His mama loves him, defends him. Okay. He's not responsible. He's not a responsible dude. And, his mother is always in the mix. And he has his sister who's always in the mix. He's trying to find a good job. She has a farm that she inherited. And, it's a lot of money to run this farm. And, he's not yet ready to move in because he's like, has a bad temper, kicks over trash cans, when he gets upset. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, bruh, you need to get homie. You need to get him. So he's mad because his sister keeps saying, it's time for you to move the fuck out. Okay, it's time for you to move the fuck out. Cut the umbilical cord, move in with your girl. And he gets mad. They're always bickering, always fighting, just always in the middle of some shit. And, always getting into shit. And his sister, she don't have time for the bullshit. She's like, you're too old for this shit. Okay. And his sister is absolutely a knockout. Okay. She's gorgeous. She don't play. She has a fucking nasty attitude problem. All of the above. All of the above. And she will stand up and, she will tell him like, yo, like, it's time for you to get your shit together. She is a career woman. She has a boutique and she's single. She don't want nobody because she has a nasty fucking attitude. Like, she's just bad. When I say bad, she is bad. Okay. She can't even find a dude to calm her down. Every dude that I have made cannot seem to calm her the fuck down. And that's okay. That's okay. But already, the dynamic in these relationships is something else. It's something else. So Zara and Karina, they're cool. They're cool. They really, I would say that basically because they're all witches, it's a little bit difficult, the ego thing. She's like, I'm a witch and you a witch and yeah, you got special powers. They've dueled before. She also duels with the boyfriend. He keeps losing, or maybe he makes her lose. He makes himself lose. I don't know. But in these types of situations, I'm happy for them. They're a lovely couple. She's like, oh, I decorated the house. Like, she wants to settle down. She wants to have children. She's like fresh out of the umbilical cord and ready to go. And he's not ready to go. He's not ready to go. So, she said, F that, and she bounced. She's over here milking cows. She's over here, fucking feeding the chickens. She's fucking playing in her pond, which I thought was a very, very, very monumental moment. She don't need him. She wants him, but she don't really need him. So of course, she realizes, she goes into town, she talks to Zara, talks to Rune's mother at a pub. She needs help on the farm. She's asking around, I need help on the farm, So basically, she comes over for the last time to try to convince him, like, look, I need help on the farm, bro. Like, we don't have to talk about starting a family. We don't have to talk about getting married. We don't have to talk about none of that shit. I just need help on the farm. He's like, all right, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. So, I don't ever anticipate this man leaving the house at all. Right? Because even the other guys, they're telling her, look, if you plan on doing this shit, you're going to have to like find out what males in town that can help you. So that's what she did. And boy, did she do that. Boy, did she do that. Okay. So in this process, she's like noticing that, this dude is never going to fucking grow up. He's over here dabbing and doing dumb shit on date night. She's totally okay. She's okay with having to do shit by herself. Okay. So she puts an ad in the paper and she's looking for assistance on the farm. So we get Corey. Corey. Mr. Corey. He's a farmer, right? He has a little farm of his own, but he needs extra cash. He wants to make more money. His endeavors in life is to get that money, farmer style. That's just what it is. Great at gardening and all that stuff. So he responds, shows up, and, he lets her know, like, I tend to farms, I tend to chickens. I do the damn thing. That's basically what he's telling her in this joint behind me right here. So she, he's basically telling her, I'll get the work done. So he's out there. He's out there doing the thing. He's doing the thing. Bruh. Yeah, and he's doing the thing so well that even the fox is like, what the fuck? What kind of riz does he got? Because automatically you could tell, all the hard work and all that shit. She's just like so happy. She's like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much for helping me. Thank you for looking out. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, we know where this shit's going. We know exactly where that shit's going, right? So, I said to myself, I was like, okay, I like these two. I like these two because he gets the business done. He gets the job done. So, of course, he starts macking it to her. Obviously. He's like, oh, you want them chickens and lots of babies and all that shit. So do I. I do too. I do too. But there is a problem. There is a problem. The fact that this town is so small, so small, so tiny, him macking it to her having a man already, he's like, it's playtime with him, and she's getting tired of the shit. She's getting tired of it. Ain't nobody got time for that. But being that it is a small world, she's like, well, we'll hang out on Friday or whatever. And he's just like, okay, because he wants to be traditional. He wants to be a traditional dude, which is what I adore. However, his his ex is I told you, she got this man by the cojones. She doesn't even love him. She doesn't even care about him. She just likes to fuck with him. You know, get him mad, pop up. They have a history. We don't know what that history is yet. We're going to find out, though. Because, you know, they're no longer together, but they're friendly. She pops up at his crib whenever. They only have really one thing in common. That's all they got in common. But the problem is that Zara doesn't know that. Zara's still fixated on this angry man-child who she wants to, you know, consummate and marry and have babies with. But he doesn't want it. So he's not ready for that. So, of course, you know, her responsibilities are her responsibilities, and she knows what her responsibilities are. But that does not change the fact that we have an additional problemo. And the problem is there is also a person that wants to settle down and have children in their town, and it is the vampire. I named him the only name that I could think of. Lucius. Lucius. He is just over it. He wants to have a family. He wants to get married. He wants to do all this stuff. His buddy old pal, Caleb, yeah, we gave him a makeover. Girl. We had to give him a makeover. He looks great. Caleb, you know, he's like, dude, you're a vampire. Right? We don't have to fucking do shit. Like, we just got to eat people and do whatever. Like, that's it. Not much more to do there. But, you know, he's like, okay, he wants a family, so he gets a cat, right? He gets a fucking cat. Caleb is over it, just like I am. He's like, there's no vampire bitches out here. There's no vampire bitches out here for me. This is just witches, right? So, you know, he's like, as long as I keep popping up, bro, I got your back. You know, not like that. Absolutely not like that.
Message.
But you got a friend in me. That sounds even worse.
Bruh.
So he's just like, okay, that's it. So of course, you know, he's like, you know, my pimp hand is strong. You know, I need a bitch. I need a queen. Not a bitch. He needs a queen. Right. So I said, okay. I see where this is going. So now here's what's going to happen. Right. So we going back. He tries to mack it to this chick. Who is this? Caleb? Is this Caleb's sister? I forgot her name. Tried to mack it to her. She wasn't having it. She's like, no thanks. No thanks. You know, so he's like, okay. So he goes into his, you know, little tantrums and shit because he's over it. He's just like, I'm going to find me a bride, and I don't care what it is. So he wants to bake a cake. So he realizes that he ran out of eggs and shit. So where's he gonna go? He gonna go hit up the first farm that pops up. And the first farm that popped up, you're damn right. Hello, my darling. He greets her. He's like, I need some eggs and some shit to make a cake, right? So she thinks she's like so intrigued by him. Like she thinks she's like, oh, he's so charming. She's like, okay, he's cute and tatted up and has nice long hair and has red eyes, but she's a witch. So it's all good. They're both a cult. So it's not like, his secret, her secret, it's not like it's a big ass secret. So, he's telling her about, the things that he wants to do and, the places that he wants to see and that he just got a new cat. And, they just hang out. She gives him the eggs and stuff. They're hanging out, having a good time. So he invites her out on a date, right? Just a friendly date. You and I both know this was not going to be no fucking friendly ass date.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
It wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. He's just too charming. He's too charming. So I told you, his pimp hand was strong. His pimp hand was strong. And what's hilarious about it is upon them having their date, which went amazing, right? We went through the goals. Okay. We had just three more challenges to do, but this is when they kissed, right? I want to show you how hilarious this fucking game is. Like no one is touching this game. Okay. So in the game, if I can pull it up. Is it this one? No. I think it's this one. There we go. So in the game, they just shared their first kiss, right? I know y'all see the wicked there. Okay. I know.
Message.
I don't give a fuck. Okay. But they just had their first kiss, right? And here's what's crazy. This is the crazy shit. I always say that there's people watching. There's always someone watching. So they just had their first kiss. I know my shit's about to be mad laggy. OBS is crazy with the file size. This fucking bartender. Look at always somebody watching. So, with these two, it's kind of interesting. They both have the same wants. She wants a family. He wants a family. She wants to be on the farm. He can't be on the farm. He can farm at night,
Bruh.
but he can't be on the farm like that. He fucking fry up and disappear. They have great chemistry. Very good chemistry. They have been working on their shit. See? Deeply connected. I love that for them. I really do. I really do. This cat that he just got, this cat's name is Archimedes. I just thought it was so cute. He's neutered. He's very skittish and talkative and fluffy. He's a male, but he's so cute, right? It is 1:30 in the morning. These mofos is out. Okay. And I see the moodlets. I'm like, y'all you need to be a gentleman, sir. I don't care how hot and heavy y'all are on this date. You need to be a gentleman. Definitely not at no damn pub. Okay, it ain't going down that way. So we're kicking that off. You're not doing that. No way, sir. No. So that's where we are at.